everyone. So today we're going to go over turn 2 at Laguna Seca. It's really a difficult corner, one that a lot of drivers struggle with. So what I want to do here is we're going to show video from the client I was working with most recently. We're going to show you his line, and then I'm going to give you guys exactly what I coached him and how I did it, and talk about the line. And so let's go right into it. So let's watch it one time, full speed, and then we'll go back through it. Coming here, looking for that access road on the right, braking there, turning down. So I'll let you guys think about the line here and what your thoughts are. Exit. All right, so let's go back through it here, and let me get this to the right spot. So I don't really want to talk about the necessary correct brake zone because that'll really change in what car you're driving, and that changes drastically. The line, especially here at turn 2, it's going to be pretty similar. Now, this is a more high horsepower-ish car. It's about 550 horsepower, give or take, Audi GT3 car. So I'm going to talk about more of the high horsepower line through here. The slower momentum car, I would say the line that he did there was pretty close for something like that. But in the higher horsepower car, there's some stuff in the beginning and middle of the corner that I think we can change. So first thing here, we're going to go frame by frame. Braking about in this area is pretty correct. The biggest thing here, though, is you notice in the middle of the corner, he really tries to hold it tight. What I would like to see is actually an earlier turn-in and really what we call diamonding the corner off. So if we come here, let me go a little bit farther forward. What I'd like to see is really back here, kind of making a beeline for this first apex. And if I were to draw it, you know, it's something more going to be looking like this, going further out in the middle of the corner, having a slower minimum speed to really rotate the car and then attacking that second apex so you can open your hands on throttle. Now, I exaggerate these drawings to really show them, but his line looks something more like this. Now, he probably was quicker here in the middle of the corner with a higher minimum speed, but he has to overslow on entry to keep it there, and he can't get full throttle as early as I'd like on exit, so he's losing on both of those. So if we go a little bit farther forward here, we're approaching the apex, Now, you can see here, he's going to really start to bend it in hard. And what I would rather see is to have more of a straight line. So I'm almost straight line braking and having the angle of the car at this first curve here much more in this way. And I want to end out here with my right side tire, where at this point, he kind of turns much more aggressively, keeps it tighter in this whole way through. And to be able to do this, he's overslowing right here. So you could be coming in with a lot more speed and then having heavier brakes past this first apex where he's trying to get off of the brakes right now. So once again, I like where the car is right now, but just with the wrong angle. Just to draw one more time, you know, he's got more of an angle looking this way, where at this point I still want to be looking, more this way. So going a little bit farther forward here. So once again, you can see where we end up in the middle of the corner. At this point right now, about here is where I want the slowest minimum speed to be. And I would be about a full car width or two further outside. And what it's going to do is with the lower minimum speed, I'm going to be able to rotate the car and have a much straighter line to this second apex. So when I get to throttle, I can be more aggressive with getting it. When the problem that he's got with this line, if I were to draw it in a graph here, is let's say this is data. This bottom line is supposed to be straight. That's supposed to be 0% throttle. Up here is 100% throttle. If I were to draw what his throttle data looks like, you know, it probably looks something along the lines of this. So it takes a while to get from 0% throttle to 100% throttle. Now, with a slower minimum speed, more entry speed, but then a slower minimum speed, and probably later the throttle, the right throttle position around here will probably look something like this. So you can see, later to initial throttle, but we get to full throttle so much earlier, which is really going to be important for that run to turn 3. It's a pretty critical concept here, and it's actually one of the things we talk most about during our one-lap analysis is at Racers 360. If you haven't checked that out, go to racers360.com, hit online coaching. We offer one-lap analysis. We go through your video, offer you coaching like this for $69. It's an amazing deal, and you get personalized coaching for any track, any car, any video. So as we go a little bit farther forward, what ends up happening here is Now his car angle is looking more this way, where if we go out wider, rotate the car, we're looking a lot more like this. So at this point, we could be opening our hands on the wheel and being able to get to that full throttle, where now he has to continue to turn more as he goes to throttle, which is something we never want to see. We always want to be opening our hands as we apply throttle. So what ends up happening is he has to turn tighter. He can't get the throttles early. He's slower. You end up in the perfect spot right now for the most part. I'd like to see him maybe a slightly more to the inside, using as much as that apex curve up until the red sausage curve and avoiding the red sausage curve. So mostly good on the line here, just missing that apex slightly. But he ends up looking in the right spot here. And then coming out to the exit, I'd like to see us get out to the exit curve, out to the right, a little bit faster, and then obviously use all of that exit curve. We're leaving a little bit there. But that's been our coaching tips here for Turn 2 at Laguna Seca. Please let us know what you think, what your thoughts are. Let us know what corners that you really struggle with, and we can go through and give one corner analysis just for you guys. Thanks again for checking us out. Take a look at races360.com, and we'll see you guys next time.